For question 1, we're given the following Lewis structures and then asked to select the ones that are drawn correctly. And so for a Lewis structure represents the valence electrons for an element. And so hydrogen, for example, being the first element, only has one electron. So its Lewis structure would look like that. Helium has 2 electrons, so it would look like that. We would repeat this over again for lithium. Lithium would have 1 electron in its Lewis structure. Beryllium would have 2. Boron, being in the 3rd row, would have 3 valence electrons in its Lewis structure. Carbon would have 4 dots in its Lewis structure, 4 valence electrons, group 4. Nitrogen would have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and so on. So if we take a look at the Lewis structures given, right, select all Lewis structures that are drawn correctly. Well, here's the Lewis structure of nitrogen. Nitrogen should have 5 valence electrons, and in the Lewis structure drawn there, we have 5 valence electrons. So that would be correct. If we look at the next Lewis structure, the Lewis structure of boron, boron should only have 3 valence electrons. This has 5, so that's not correct. Sodium 0 would have 1 valence electron. When sodium reacts, it loses that electron. So the sodium cation, the Lewis structure for the sodium cation would be just that. It's lost the 1 valence electron that it had. So that would be correct. And then for oxygen, oxygen would have 6 valence electrons. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. But we're not asked about oxygen, we're asked about oxide, which is oxygen gaining 2 more electrons. So we're going to add 2 more electrons in, and that's going to fill the entire octet of oxygen. So oxide should have 8 valence electrons in its outer shell. This one only has 6, so that would be incorrect as well.